All right. Welcome back to Argus. This is episode 3 in the last video. Ben and Caro, I believe, are going to the town where. Let me see if I can find the media. No, it's not in the medias, but it might be in the Cinemombies. So Ben and Caro, they're going to the town. Ooh, they just got to. We no longer believed it, but it's something. Um, where's all the I can't remember where all the pictures are. It's been a while since we've had to check back on our pictures and our media. Might be in the gallery here. Of course it is. Of course it's in the gallery. So they went to Westbrook, which is the small town where Vanessa Thomas was believed to live. Like, at least that's where Betty kind of decided or figured out that's where Vanessa Thomas is. And if you don't remember, Vanessa Thomas was in that video, the video of that weird ritual in the catacombs of France, and that also kind of relates to Argus as well. So it was just kind of a clue, kind of a lead that we wanted to take to figure out more about Argus. And Caro, Ben, and I believe Professor Fontane went to go look for Vanessa Thomas. And on their way, they found this like hooded, masked individual. And I thought maybe it was J.K. Knight, but now I'm thinking maybe it's not. I don't know, but definitely a hooded person that wasn't very happy to be messed with or to be talked to, and was kind of rude to them. But that ended up telling them where to go, where to find that little path, and that's clearly been overgrown. Which is right here. This is the path. This is where they had to go to get in a car. Then they found Westbrook. Okay. So they weren't sure if they believed that guy, but then I guess they did find Westbrook. So that's good. Also in the last video, looked like Melissa was starting to get targeted a little bit by Argus as well. So that's the second Love Radar match that we've had that's gotten affected by Argus. I don't think Cindy, Jasmine, or Julia has been affected at all, but we know Cleo was, and now Melissa. Also, finally, in the last video, we talked with Nico. Nico went back to Michael's house and went through a study and stuff and was trying to find some more clues or hints or documents about Michael and his potential, what he might be doing in Love Radar, even though Michael is very blatant. He's like, I have nothing to do with Love Radar. But he was looking for some things and found a weird room with a bunch of angel statues and pictures and stuff. Kind of strange. Either way, let's go ahead and jump right back into it. Let's talk to the Cinemombies. We have Ben. We have the picture here that they made it to Westbrook. So they did find it. What's the town like? How was the drive through the forest? Say hello to Caro and the professor. What's the town like, Ben? Probably small. Probably a ghost town. A mixture of Silent Hill and Haddonfield. Yeah. So basically a ghost town. Silent Hill, that's probably not the best place you want to be. You guys ever heard of Centralia? Centralia is out in Pennsylvania, where I live in Pennsylvania. Centralia was what they used as their idea behind Silent Hill. So there's a coal mine burning under Centralia, and it's still burning to this day. And that was the idea that they kind of had with Silent Hill. And there's a church in Centralia, because there's still a couple people that live there. There's very few people that still live there, and it's very dangerous because it's like their underground coal mine is still actively burning. And they have graffiti highway in Centralia where everybody just like goes and like spray paints the highway or whatever. But either way, there is a church up there that they used to design the church in Silent Hill, which I thought was pretty interesting as well. I've visited a couple times. It's very interesting. Anyways, so just kidding. It's not that bad, but in the dark with the thick fog, it looks almost spooky. We'll be in touch when we're at Vanessa's house. Take care always. What about us? Sorry for being so quiet. My dad came back home in the meantime, or let's say he came back and left again. Where did he go this time? So Betty's dad was investigating the one in the murders. But then we also, in the last video, Juna Druna got arrested. So maybe Betty's dad was doing something with that. But they had Druna got arrested, which I'm sure they're probably connecting her with maybe what happened to Luis. I'm guessing. I don't know. Did he say that he's working for the police again? Have you made up? Did he talk about Danu? Yeah, he was investigating Danu, wasn't he? Hardly. That's exactly why I need your help. Need my help? He will indeed be attending the autopsies again. So he came home briefly to pick up a few documents, and he wrote something down on his computer. I guess notes on Danu's death and the crime scene. That sounds interesting. So what? How is this supposed to help? Look, it's definitely interesting, and the more we can find out about Danu's death, the better, right? But unfortunately, it also shows again how damaged our relationship is, because my dad put a password on the file. Oh, easy. I can hack into that. I can figure out that password. Tongue-tied, so I wanted to ask you for your help again. Can you please decrypt the file? Abso-freaking-lutely. You got it. Let me do that real quick. I've got all these Bics that are just burning a hole in my pocket right now. I'm just looking for a reason to spend Bics right now. All the Bics. There we go. Password was successfully retrieved. It is 1408SE. Thanks, TT. You're welcome, Betty. We're also starting to experience more and more electrical disturbances, I guess you can call it, with our phone, and in Love Radar and in just regular chats with really everybody. We're experiencing all kinds of like these ghostly electrical events. What's wrong with the password? What the premium chat option? What about the password? 140 is my parents' wedding anniversary. SE stands for Sabine and Elias, my mom and dad. I miss her so much. I understand it's difficult, but please open the file.
Yes, very sad. Anyway, it got me thinking.
Look, I get it, Betty. I understand that you're sad, but we got a job to do. Open the damn file. Like, grief does not have... Look, that is true. Look, grief does not have a time limit. Absolutely not. There's no expiration date on grief. But if you can just open that file there, Betty. My dad's notes are really about Danu. Okay. Are or aren't? Are really. They're really about Danu. Okay, so the first impressions of Danu's body. First inspection of the crime scene before autopsy. Notes by Elias Frank in consultation with Dr. Lori Bennett. Examination of empty eye cavity. Eye cavities of previous victims showed further injuries, trauma, and scarring in addition to the branded X. These were caused by botched extraction. Some of the wounds also indicate the use of coarse and worn out eyelid spectrum. Ooh. Clear deviations are recognizable on the latest victim. I don't know why I saw least. The eye cavity is almost completely intact, even with a professional enucleation. I can't say that word. Maybe I'm saying it right. I have no idea. So even with a professional enucleation, at least clear incisions should be recognizable after such a short time. An operation with this level of care would also take at least an hour. Dr. Bennett and I cannot explain this at the moment. We're hoping for further information and a plausible explanation from the autopsy. Here's some German. I can't. There's no way I'm going to say it right, but I'm going to try. We're wir erhoffen uns weitere Informationen und plausible Erklärung durch die abduction. I don't know what that means, but it kind of sounds like there's information about an eyeball abduction. I don't know. the removal of the eyeball? I don't know. Or maybe it's literally it's literally the sentence over again. So it says it in German. It says, "We are hoping for further information and a plausible explanation from the autopsy." So it's the same exact sentence, just kind of like twice. One in English, one in German. Silly me. Poor Danu. Wait, so did it say it said that even a professional inoculation, at least clear incisions should be recognizable after such a short time. An operation with this level of care would take at least an hour. So are they saying that the removal of Danu's eye was done so professionally that it should have taken an hour? Like, it was done that well that it would have taken an hour to do, but really they did it really quick. They did it really fast. But they did it with a worn out, coarse eyelid spectrum. Yikes. So whoever's doing it is very skilled at removing eyeballs. But I guess they've had plenty of practice. They've removed quite a few eyeballs, so I guess you get better at it over time. Oh, poor Danu. He doesn't deserve such a brutal death. It's really hard to bear. It's not good. Can we do anything with the information? Not say nothing. Look, it's very true. It's very true. It's really hard to bear. Didn't deserve it. He didn't. We myself and Danu, we didn't, get along in the very beginning, but he definitely didn't deserve that. But it also confirms what Unknown said to TT. The first victims were killed by a human, perhaps even with the help of Argus. But the last murder, Danu, that was Argus, because the murderer no longer has the creature under control. Everything is so frightening. I startled at every little noise or shadow. I don't feel safe in my own apartment anymore. Even my cat senses that something's wrong. Hopefully Caro, Ben, and Fontane will find out how to stop this monster. All right, Nico. How's Nico doing in Michael's house? I remember the attic being less depressing. Everything is dusty and there's hardly any light. Here's the attic. Yeah, it looks gross. Yuck. Sounds scary. Found anything unusual yet? Asks Tim. Not really, just the oppressive silence up here. It feels like someone is watching. Should have come here in the daylight. There's no way I'd swap places with you right now, says Tim. Yeah, it's just an attic, There's nothing to be worried about. There's nothing up there. It's just an attic. So I just can't get rid of this tension. Hang on. Something's wrong. I haven't been here for 7 years. But I could have sworn that I put the boxes away differently. You mean someone was up there in the meantime? Somebody else messed with the boxes? Not sure, but yeah, it's possible. The police, one of his followers? It's been such a long time ago, you might not remember it correctly. I mean, that's a possibility, but it also could be a possible follower of Michael's. That's a huge possibility. Nico doesn't know. But if that were the case, it would confirm the theory of a copycat. Doesn't matter for the time being. Let's see what I can find in the documents. The first box contains only business documents. I think you can skip those for now. Yep, let's see. Ooh. No. What is that? Oh! Shit. Did you guys really believe that it scared me? Did you believe that? Because that just shows, how great I am at acting. Because it didn't. But if you believed it, then that just shows that I'm that good of an actor. But yeah. I every now and then you guys comment talking about how I get scared on things, and I don't. I'm just acting. I'm acting scared for your enjoyment. So if you guys really think that got me, it's not true. Not true at all. All right, where were we at? Nico said, "Wait a second. There's let's see what's in the second. Such a mess. It looks interesting. What did you find? A little book. There's nothing on the cover, but the contents are all the more interesting. Here are some notes on his followers. Wow, Michael wrote everything down to the latest or to the last detail. Personal details, interests, psychoses, why they followed his faith. Oh, given it premium chat option. Can you give me an example? Maybe he'll send us a picture. A certain Dunja Luanau, her parents died in a boat accident. How tragic. Dunja tried to take her own life but survived. Then she found strength in Michael's faith. Something happened with Nico. My suspicions have just been confirmed. Someone must have been in the attic. A page was ripped out. That doesn't mean anything. Perhaps it was removed beforehand. I don't know. You're probably right. It's probably Dunja. You're probably right. I mean, if you know for a fact that there was no pages ripped out of that book, but now there is, then you're probably right. There's no doubt someone was definitely there. That changes everything. Is there a clue as to what was on the page that was ripped out? What is this? Come to me. Misses her very mom? I don't know. And still loves her. A great loss. Our accident, I trust. Something. And suspicious. He's suspicious. Yeah, I don't know what to make out of that. I'm not sure what to make out of it. It gives you an idea of why the person became a Bates supporter. They lost a loved one in a car accident. But unfortunately, the most important information is missing, including who they are. It's probably Dunja. It seems as if the one who died was a wife or friend. It's still very helpful. Why can't one thing run smoothly for once? Why can't we just get a solid clue? Oh, so that didn't say come to me. It said came to me. Came to me, misses her very much. And still loves her. A great loss. It could be a mom. Could be a wife. Could be a friend. Somebody that they definitely knew. Could be a sister. Well, I mean, definitely somebody that they knew. I agree. In any case, there is talk of she. Let me sum it up. You sum it up, Nico. 7 years ago, Michael committed the eyes open murders. Then, one of his followers murdered in Love Radar and blamed Michael for everything. This is confirmed, or at least suggested by the torn out page. But after Michael's arrest, the second murderer simply disappeared. Let me continue the story, says Tim. 4 years later, exactly 3 years ago, another series of murders began, and once again, there are links to Love Radar and Eyes Open. You're talking about the Argus murders. So you think Michael's unknown follower slash successor is the Argus killer? Yes, I could imagine that it's one and the same person. It would be crazy and absolutely plausible at the same time. I don't know. You're concluding all this from a torn out page. Damn, that would fit perfectly. Yeah, it's crazy, but also makes perfect sense. It's insane, but it makes perfect sense. And whoever that is had once control over Argus, but not anymore. This is a lot to process. Not only did Michael not commit all the murders, the second murder may also be the Argus killer. I'll keep searching for more clues. Thanks, Nico. Get in touch if you find anything. Caro. We got Caro now. In the Cinnamombies. Caro's online. Ben is online. Fontane? Is Fontane online? I don't know. Is Fontane even part of the Cinnamombies? I have no idea. This place is driving me crazy, says Caro. Ben told you how hard it was to find Westbrook. The whole place is deserted, like a ghost town. There's no lights on anywhere. All petrol stations, shops, and restaurants seem closed. Not a soul to be seen. Somehow understandable, and it's still dark. It's pretty bizarre. Pretty bizarre. That's not everything yet, guys. Is there more bad news, says Jenny? Asks Jenny. You could say that Caro's car suddenly stopped. Is it out of petrol? Shit, you should have gotten more fuel. Great idea, Alicia. The tank was still at least half full, so definitely not out of gas. We've stopped in front of a hotel, but even that looks pretty deserted. A hotel named Hotel. Definitely doesn't look like it's still operating. Doesn't look like it's still in business. Can you walk to Vanessa Thomas's house? Have you checked if there's somebody at the reception? How are you going to get home without a car? Is there anybody at reception? Did you even go inside the abandoned hotel? No, it's pretty scary even from the outside. Although I'd be interested to know whether there really is no one there. Guys, this is freaky. Fontane swears she's heard something. A whimper coming from the hotel. Are you serious? We're about to find out. Let me turn up the volume just a little bit.
That whimpering, I can hear it very clearly. We need to follow it. Someone needs our help.
Professor, we have to keep going. There was nothing there.
So Fontane's hearing shit. There's a ghost. Ghost is whispering in Fontane's ear. Something's wrong. Don't go into that hotel. You should see if anyone needs help. I mean, the logical thinker would say, like, look, don't go anywhere near that hotel. And I feel like most people would probably say that. Most people would tell Caro, Fontane, and Ben, like, don't go near the hotel. Stay away from the hotel. But I'm kind of curious. And although curiosity does kill some cats in these games, we got to find out. Maybe somebody needs help. Maybe you should go check out the hotel. Somebody might need some help. There's no way I'm going in there. Come on, Ben. Shit, guys, Fontane is determined. She wants to have a look inside. Yeah, I want to see what's inside that hotel, too. Wait a sec. It's probably the orphanage disguised as a hotel. Our friends freaking out. Some messed up stuff. How is that possible? How is what possible, Carl? The hotel is freezing cold and dark. Nobody is here. But now I've heard it too. It sounds like a child or a whimpering animal, sending shivers down my spine. Get out of there. Something is fishy. No, we can't go. We're being called. Oh, so there's now they're all possessed. Fontane and Ben, they're in a trance. Yeah, Ben and Fontane. Yeah, that's the damn orphanage. It's the orphanage disguised as a hotel. You've got to get them out of there. But you're feeling normal, Carl? Perhaps this hotel is somehow important. Are you feeling all right, Carl? There's only 2 ghosts in there possessing people? I'm fine, but Fontane and Ben. Oh no. Eyes. Hunger. So hungry. Well, what's going on, Ben? I'm scared. Ben is typing frantically on his phone. He's not himself. Eyes. Oh. Eyes, hunger. Eyes, hunger. Hunger, eyes. Eyes, hunger. Revenge. What? I don't know what just happened to me. It felt like I was somewhere else. Thank goodness Fontane seems to be back to normal as well. Good, now you can leave that place. Yeah, what the hell just happened to you, Ben? Just a second, something about this hotel doesn't make sense. Yeah, we know you're craving eyeballs. The whole hotel is creepy. What do you mean? Yeah, what are you talking about, Ben? Ah, is he gonna be possessed still? I don't think he is.
This hotel looks deserted. But hey, it really looks like the staff and the guests left in a hurry.
What's going on in this place?
So it looked like he was in a bar area there. Strange. Reminds me a bit of a horror story about Roanoke that Lily told me about. Definitely the wrong time for horror stories. But I kind of want to hear it, though. Like, I want to know what the Roanoke horror story is. Take a look. It looks like the food has been rotting away for ages. Yeah, probably. Ew. Disgusting. That's an old-ass phone, too. It's an old phone. Interesting. Give us a few seconds. What are you waiting for? Don't freak out. We're going to have another look around the hotel. Fontane also thinks something odd is going on here. Ben and her wants to get to the bottom of it. Got to find out who that little whimpering's coming from. Fontane keeps surprising me. You're completely insane. Makes sense. You're already there. You guys are completely insane. Exactly. The noises we heard must mean so. So me saying that you guys are completely insane, and Carl's like, "Yep, exactly." The noises we heard must be something. We just we just take a quick look around, then make our way to Vanessa Thomas. What do you think? Shall we have a look around the kitchen and pantry? Maybe there are some clues around about the employees. Or shall we check out some of the rooms? Oh, you definitely got to check out the rooms. I mean, what good is the kitchen and pantry? You're just going to find a bunch of rotten food probably. I'd say you definitely got to check out some rooms. I think that's definitely the way to go. Aye, Captain. Jenny says, please be careful. Ace. What's going on, Ace? Ace says that our group is really interesting. So you've been reading in on all my conversations? The place and hotel seem creepy. But you have found out more in this short time than I did in 3 years. That might make me look slightly incompetent. Slightly, Ace? A lot incompetent. But I also do a lot of things at the same time. Yeah, what do you think I do? I do a lot of things too, Ace. But we're still figuring things out in such a short amount of time compared to you. Maybe I'm the ace up your sleeve. What do you want? You sound like we're friends. Yeah, you sound like we're friends or something, Ace. Acting like you know me. Listen. The last time we spoke, you were rather neutral about my theories. Now I want to convince you completely. There have been many sightings of creatures, monsters, and even aliens since the formation of Earth. I don't see anything. Oh. It's a kraken tentacle. The hell is that? There's a bunch of them. Is that one thing or is that multiple things? Is that a bunch of different ones? Oh no, that's the damn kraken. And now it turned into a bat. It had tentacles and it turned into a bat? What the hell was that?
What the hell is even that?
Now I'm no longer neutral. That's a load of trash. It went from tentacles to a bat. Is that real? I've always believed that's a damn load of trash, Ace. What the hell are you doing? It didn't even look close to real. No, it's not. Argus is not from this world. I'm trying to tell you that we can only win against Argus if we broaden our horizon. Believe me, I'm not crazy. We're the last defense against these interstellar dangers. Well, I have an important interview now, and I still have to prepare for it. That means at least 20 minutes of meditation. Unfortunately, I can't watch over you during this time, but I'll be in touch again later. I don't know what that says. Namaste? Maybe that's namaste? Because he's getting ready to meditate? I don't know. Behind the Legends with Tim. What experiences have you had with freaks? Surprisingly good question. Surprisingly, a lot of experience, Tim and these freaks. I've already told you about the sick Oni freak. Then there was this freak who collected... Okay, Tim, are you trying to hurt my feelings? Because if so, you are succeeding. luckily. My feelings regenerate, 2 times faster than normal humans, so I'm okay now. So a freak who collected dolls, his favorite doll was called Charlie. Oh, you can talk. I will. Oh, speaking of Charlie, what happened to the authors? Premium chat option, and I don't know if this is gonna happen. I don't know if this is an author's chat or not, but if it is, the chance that it is an author's chat, I want to stop here because I want to start up the next video within the author's chat. So there's a possibility that this is an author's chat. So I am going to pause it here. We'll pick up again in the next video at the start of this premium chat option. And hopefully we'll get to talk more about Charlie, get to talk more about J.K. Knight, maybe even see our old buddy Charlie. You never know. But I hope you guys are enjoying Argus as much as I am. Hopefully we'll be able to talk to Charlie in the next video. As always, thanks for watching. Love you all. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.